Hammers up, everyone. Tally here. Oh, we're back. Shadowlands, baby. It's that time of the YouTube year, quarter, whatever. You know, we have the alpha looming upon us. It's tomorrow, probably. So get ready. A lot of content coming on the YouTube channel and, of course, on Twitch. Obviously, most of the stuff on YouTube is going to be uploaded from Twitch and stuff because, yeah, I mean, it's just easier that way. Yeah, but I'll try my best to tutorialize my stream so you guys on YouTube can understand what's going on. But in the meantime, while we wait, today is the data mining day, I believe, for the first build. There's several builds of Shadowlands, as a few have already been encrypted, as if you've been following the news on Wowhead or whatnot. But they came out with a beautiful post yesterday. And they've been coming out with posts every day. We have Covenants. Yesterday was class updates. Pretty cool stuff. This is basically what Halinka was talking about at BlizzCon with the insane unpruning and new things being added to classes, you know, player agency, class identity. Now, I'm not going to go through all these because I always love to focus on Paladin, Prot Paladin. And if you guys want to talk about another class, we can. But in this channel, we don't really go full-blown every class. But to skim through some things, that's pretty cool. Death Knights. Frost getting two-handed, Demon Hunter Vengeance looking pretty damn good. Looks like they're going to have a lot more added to their rotation. Druids, Feral. Sorry, YouTube world, that's not happening. A lot of kill shot stuff, mage stuff, arcane explosion, mana regens, all blah, blah, blah. Monks are still OP. Look, the Brewmasters, Shuffle. Come on, man, they're returning Shuffle? As if they weren't OP enough. But Brewmasters can now use dual two one-handers or a two-hander, which is kind of cool. But anyway, let's get to Paladin. You can go to wowhead.com, MMO Champion, and read up on all those other classes and Paladins too. But since that's what we like to focus on this channel, let's take a look at what's going on. First of all, before I even start reading, fucking goddamn it, Holy Power's back. Can't say I'm a fan. But let's read, and then we can talk a little bit about the Holy Power, because I really need to know all y'all's opinion and feedback, especially the Paladins out there in the world, especially Holy, man. Holy was very anti-Holy Power, if I remember correctly. So, Blessing of Sacrifice, Hammer of Wrath. Can I say it? Hammer of fuck your face is back, boys. Sense Undead, Shield of the Righteous, Turn Evil, and Word of Glory will be available to all Paladins, regardless of their specialization. So, I mean, that's kind of crazy. Even if you think about a Rep Paladin with Shield of the Righteous. We're talking about a Rep Pally being able to, I guess, you know, do their normal arenas or whatever, two-handed. And then if they get into a pickle against a melee, or even in a boss encounter, if they get aggro somehow, maybe they could taunt, swap to Sword and Board. I mean, it's very possible. Kind of gives Rep Paladins a little bit more to do in raids and in arenas. It's kind of like, you know, it's like Warriors, you know, going from arms to Sword and Board, shield wall, shield block kind of situation. So I think maybe some Rep Paladins are happy out there. Maybe they're not. I mean, even Holy Paladins now have Shield of the Righteous. It depends on how much damage reduction, I guess, you get from it when you're not Prospect. So Holy Power returns as a resource for all Paladins to use to fight off attackers and defend their allies. Abilities such as Crusader Strike and Hammer of Wrath grant Holy Power on use, which can then be spent to call upon the most powerful forms of the light, including Word of Glory and Shield of the Righteous, to vanquish foes and protect allies. As a Champion of Light, all Paladins can use powerful auras to safeguard and enhance their allies. So we got Concentration Aura, returns to all Paladins, reducing the duration of interrupts and silences. A redesigned Retribution Aura, which this is pretty cool. Check this out. So Retribution Aura allows Paladins to avenge fallen allies with a short burst of avenging wrath, giving these holy warriors the strength to vanquish evil or keep their remaining allies on their feet. Crusader and Devotion Auras are also available to all Paladins. So that's different than the, you know, return damage upon attacker Retribution Aura that I think, you know, we've been used to the past or what we have recently. So pretty much if anyone in your raid dies, you get wings. That's fucking cool. I don't know. I think that's pretty badass. All Paladins will also have access to more talents that allow them to manipulate and spend Holy Power. The Divine Purpose talent will be available for all paladins to select and standardized for all specializations, allowing their abilities that spend holy power to have a decent chance to make the next holy power spending ability free and increase its damage or healing output. Would be great, especially for prop paladin, if we can actually get some of our core abilities to, you know, do some damage without having Twilight Devastation just proccing randomly, doing 60% of our damage in raids and dungeons. Power to have a decent chance. Okay, no, I think we already said that. Holy Avenger, and I trust me, I loved Holy Avenger. Allows the generation of huge bursts of holy power in a short window, while Seraphim allows the paladin to spend their holy power to increase their secondary stats for a moderate amount of time. Now let's look at Holy. For all you holy paladins out there. Yeah, I know. Glimmer, right? Glimmer. The Azurite trait Glimmer of Light moves to a space in the level 50 talent row, competing with powerful existing options such as Beacon of Faith, while Holy Paladin's Aura talent now has been replaced by the class-wide Aura bar. Aura Mastery continues to give Holy Paladins the unique ability to give any aura a special empowerment. Protection. That's us, boys. That's us. Excuse me. To better uphold their oath to protect the innocent, Protection Paladins now exude Shining Light, a new passive that makes the next cast of Word of Glory free whenever Judgment critically strikes a target, enabling Protection Paladins to shield themselves and defend their allies from attackers. Kind of cool. I mean, that kind of makes crit a great stat in Shadowlands. I mean, it's a great stat now for your returns on your Shield of the Righteous. But I guess maybe because Shield of the Righteous is going back to being spent by Holy Power, that they're returning a Judgment crit to a different area. So I guess this would be it. And having a free Word of Glory kind of asks the question, do we still have Light of the Protector? Or is Word of Glory coming back as our, like, you know, our heal again? I remember how overpowered that shit was in Kata, man. For all you know, Eternal Flame, Word of Glory, you all know what's up. Now, Retribution. This one's pretty awesome. For something. The darkest places within the Shadowlands inspire Retribution Paladins to perform various acts in the name of the light. Wake of Ashes is available to all Retribution Paladins instead of needing to be picked as a talent. Oh man, that nose pick is nasty. Sorry. You know. Allergies. No corona, just saying. Stay safe out there. Allowing these holy warriors to vanquish evil with a blow so powerful it damages all foes close to its impact and reduces any survivor's movement speed significantly. Demon and undead enemies are further crippled with a substantial stun when struck with the ability. Now, Empyrean Power, which was your Azurite trait previously, will be available as a talent, giving Crusader Strike a moderate chance to make the next Divine Storm cost no holy power and increase the damage dealt by a significant amount. Now, all this is great. I mean, I think the Protection Paladin free Word of Glory on Judgment crits is pretty good. Makes for a great, you know, support style tanking, as we've always have been throughout the years. Now, Holy Power returning. I guess here's my problem. I like the last two expansions of Protection Paladin tanking. I feel like it's more controlled. I feel like there is, how do we say, it's like a low skill floor, high skill cap, right? When it comes to Protection Paladin in Legion and in BFA. Whereas, unfortunately, in Kata MOP Draenor, with Holy Power, no offense to anyone who actually likes Holy Power, but it was basically like mash a lot of buttons, DP proc, over and over again, keep up Shield of the Righteous 90% of the time. I mean, most logs had us at that high in some of these expansions, and just win. I mean, there was really no, I mean, there was even a point as to which I even had a macro, which was not really even like an efficient way of tanking, but it was just a lazy way of tanking just to make fights easier. You could macro Shield of the Righteous into like, to just pop off whenever it's available after 3 Holy Power. I mean, that was actually something you could do. And it just made tanking so much more easier and so much more face roll. I feel like it's I don't know, like there's like a rotational, I guess you could say, complexity to Holy Power that doesn't need to be there. Where right now we have a very good like standard base for tanking as prot. It's like you have to time your Shield of the Righteous. There's no amount of haste you can get to keep it up 90% of a fight. You know, obviously toward the end of the expansion, we get stronger and stronger. We get more haste. We get more procs, like overwhelming power. We get more trinkets, like the Rathian trinket, and we have a bit more uptime. But up until then, I mean, you're kind of like skilling your way to timing everything, and then you have a shit ton of CDs you can use already. We really don't need holy power to just create this complexity of a rotation. Now we got to get back to it. And holy, oh my god, I remember holy just hated holy power for the same reasons. You know, they were jealous of everyone else with their manas. You know, having to use your holy power to heal and stuff was a little bit on the a little bit more on the complicated side for them, and I don't think they really enjoyed it. But I want to know what you guys think about holy power. It feels like we're pretty much, and I know that, you know, Holinka and the crew, they're trying to do this amazing unpruning. And trust me, if you guys out there go to Wowhead Emerald Champion or WorldOfWarcraft.com and read all these class changes, you'll see how crazy and amazing some of these changes are. I mean, but in reality, we're just basically exchanging one era of WoW back to another, right? We're taking the Legion BFA style of class design, which concentrated more on your spec rather than your class, and going back to Kata, MOP, Draenor styles of, you know, of class design and gameplay. So it almost just, there's like really nothing new for a lot of classes where you can say, hey, as I'm leveling up, I get this new button and I'm going to hit this new button. And maybe we don't need that. Maybe that's what creates the bloat of abilities they've been talking about for years. So instead, we're getting back all this old stuff that's going to probably play in a new way because they have to adjust to, like, you know, the Covenant abilities and the soul binding system and the tower and the legendaries or whatnot. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like holy power is not necessary, and they're just bringing it back just to bring it back because it was around when people liked the class design. But in reality, I think prop paladins and even the other paladins, well, maybe not Ret has always had it, just kind of like the last two expansion style of tanking and healing. I haven't seen complaints. I've seen more posts of Rets asking to get rid of holy power, and I've seen no posts on the feedback forums that I know of Prot and Holy wanting holy power. So let me know what you guys think. Appreciate you guys watching the video. There's going to be a lot of content coming up. Alpha hopefully should start tomorrow, and I'll be doing like the dungeon videos. I'll be going through every tank, every class eventually over the next couple of weeks. Thank you for watching. Hit the like, sub thing. I'm not even making money off YouTube anymore. Who cares? Just say stuff in comments. Later.